Greetings everyone, and Great here with another couple Euros to replay straight from the live games lobby. So on the bottom or just right side is a blue OKW player, got Oberstei. So on the left side is the red USF, we have LEW with all capitals. Immediate doctrine locking with an elite armor doctrine. The US player could go for heavy cav, urban assault, or armor company. Rifle squad looks like didn't get a rally, so he's a little bit idle there. Hope he realizes it. Another rifle squad queued on up. He has rectified it at least. And I can now see if I were to click on the structure, sometimes it shows me where it's flagged, right? Guess not. Oh well. Another rifle squad on the build queue. Got another Volksgrenadier as well, so got double Volksgrenadiers, not uncommon. And we got these sectors being captured on up, of course. Of course, it's just early capturing game. US player does have a Jackson bulletin. He wants more reliable Jacksons. I quite understand. Jacksons are already pretty reliable, but high reliability is always nice to have. Especially when it comes to your tank destroyers, you want to make sure you always pen against the heaviest assets. Going from missions point and the point there. Rifle squad does see some damage there. Volksgrenadiers behind some light cover, as well as in front of some light cover. Russian squad down south. Rifle squad as well. Third Volksgrenadiers on the build queue. And the OKW player does have Volksgrenadier suppression. It's not a bad bulletin. It's actually not too common though. And of course, increased accuracy, which does make sense. But he also has a Panther bulletin. Panthers is usually an asset I try not to deploy myself. It's a reactive asset, not an active asset. How I sort of put things in my mind, there's things I use on the map to exert pressure and exert dominance. That's the assets I plan to do good work with, but I also still need assets on the field to counter my opponent's units. And the Panther, of course, being a tank destroyer means it's only meant to be fighting other tanks. Panthers are an item I generally try to avoid unless it's meant to round out my composition. Assets that are good is generally anti-infantry, because since this game is mostly revolved around infantry, you want anti-infantry assets are your more active presence, while the tank destroyers, since are a bit more limited what they can do, is more meant to be reactive. So when it comes to OKW, I value the Panzer IV much better since it hits both infantry and vehicles. And if I want to hit vehicles, only vehicles, I actually prefer the Jagdpanzer since it does that job very well. And since the difference between the two is one has health and mobility versus just range, and not to mention much cheaper, I tend to favor the Jagdpanzer more so than that option. Volksgrenadier rifle squad takes some damage there. Probably got the left hand here. Force back the Volksgrenadiers. Rifle squad push forward, and I got a spam bot on kick. Once again, I need to get rid of that somehow, because I know the moderation tool is not as good as Twitch. Volksgrenadiers both fall back there. Took quite a bit of damage there, but doesn't have a way to really heal them up. Oh, but I say that, but we all got some medical supplies, single supply of medical supplies there. Let's see, I wonder if that's AoE healing. If that's AoE healing, that could be very good. It looks like a single stack of the Shun Pioneers, which that is AoE healing. He has not picked it up on either of those squads. Rifle squad takes some damage. He needs to fall back. Anti-gravity grenade does connect. He may lose that squad entirely. One more burst. Does get out of range. Battle Group HQ here. He needs to pick up that medical supplies and go. Let's see if it's AoE healing. Yes, it is AoE healing. Such a rare ability. I just don't remember on the top of my head.
The static post is now in operation.
And of course, since it only has one charge, it's a bit more accessible and equal cost per charge compared to Shun Pioneers one. Makes it a bit more accessible. We got early utility car on the field, going for the armor skirts upgrade, increasing his health and basically giving it bullet resistance. It's already pretty bullet resistance, now it's effectively bulletproof. And the 221 does get picked off by a nice utility car. Very, very nice. We also got, of course, Lieutenant of the Field. He, of course, does have the activation, so he could go for a steward afterwards, but it's probably not really necessary. The utility car has been pretty good against infantry. Then again, anything at point-blank range that they can't really deal with is always quite effective. Panzerfaust's going to fire. Of course, we'll get some damage there. And he may lose his Volksgrenadiers entirely. Drone Pioneer is being upgraded to the Panzerschreck, and of course, as well as give them cold immunity, even though they already have cold immunity. Drone Pioneers do take some damage there. They're going 2 members left. They're going to take more than one Panzerschreck shot to finish him off. Panzerschreck connects, of course. The utility car needs to keep on driving. If he gets out of cover, the rifle squad should be able to deal with that Drone Pioneer. He's advancing. Nice bit of Panzer Tactician there, and fall back. Left or Lieutenant has been wounded and not fully reinforced. Rifle squad needs to fall back. Both for Veteran C2 seems pretty early. Veteran C2 for both sides.
God damn it! Someone get us out of here! Area secured. In contact.
And we've got the vehicle crews over there. Veteran squad getting overran. Taking quite a bit of damage there. Needs to fall back. Does fall back there. No ambulance on the field. Rifle squad advancing, trying to protect the vehicle crew. The vehicle crew, I believe, is spotted from the sector. And now the US player's going for a nice 50 cal. While the OKW players eyeing for a nice MG34. Our squad gets some shots there. Pops on in. Vehicle crew appears to took no damage there. Even though the utility car at max range is not super great, it's still, of course, just generally free damage right there.
Heavy machine gun team, ready for orders.
No Panzerfaust there. Rifle squad advancing, but he got knocked down by the utility car. Do not have the ambulance on the build queue for the US player, and the rifle squad does fall back.
Road's got us pegged. Heavy truck waiting for deployment.
A 3/4 ton ambulance, of course, has been deployed in the field, aka the 1,500-pound ambulance.
Squad back full force. Waiting orders. On your feet, ladies.
50 cal, not sitting up just yet. Drone Pioneers kept in the mission sector. Over here, just the units getting healed on up. Very nice. Got a Vickenwerfer on the build queue. Quite understandable. This player has 130 fuel, so he has enough for the major. And of course, the major does major in tank deployment. Volksgrenadiers do fall back there. We do have now the utility car taking some shots there against the Volksgrenadiers. Bit of light cover there from, I think, from this little tray there. Hard to say exactly. Our squad takes some damage there. Does fall to the ditch and will take a bit of damage there. And the rifle squad does fall back. He has possibly gets wiped out there, but unlikely. Volksgrenadiers trying to charge forward for Panzerfaust. There's both the utility car. You have to be careful about the M6 anti-tank mines. Those are tread buster landmines. Not an engine crit, but full immobilization hitting them. Plus it does like 320 damage, a very large amount. It takes out half the health of a Panzer IV. Or one shot some of the light vehicles. Good shot there with the Panzerschreck. He's trying to drive on out of there. Panzer Tactician there, which also smokes out the MG. Very nice. Rifle squad and Russian squad straightforward. Perhaps trying to overrun the MG. And the rifle squad there gets stunned by the Drone Pioneer. Rifle squad and Russian squad needs to split up. Does fall back the MG. Rifle squad here that was stunned has recovered, but it's basically in point blank hitting the Volksgrenadiers. But taking a bit of damage there. Incendiary grenade has been thrown. It does largely avoid it. Volkswagens do take a bit of damage there. And both those squads to fall back. Down south, we do have the Volkswagens and the Cannon Warfare push way forward. Jump Pioneers push way forward. Got the Rifle Squad behind some heavy cover. Volksgrenadiers firing away. I think a Panzerfaust. I was gonna say I think a Panzerfaust could finish it off, but the Cannon Warfare does. Volksgrenadiers does get the cutoff signal, does not fully capture it though. Our squad does not need another sector to start decapturing it rapidly.
The enemy is overrunning one of our
MG34 hits the rifleman. The Volkswagens do fall back there.
God damn it! Someone
The
get us
capture
out of here!
point is under attack.
What the hell am I meant to do with these recruits? Green is green can be.
And we do have now the SWS half track on the build queue for the OKW player. And for the Sheer Panzer has enough fuel for the Sheer Panzer as well as Panzer authorization. By the time that gets all fully built and researched, be pretty close towards a Panzer IV. Volkswagens do fall back there. Up north, we got the MG34 hitting the rifleman. Volksgrenadiers eyeing for some light cover. 50 cal does hit the Sturm Pioneer. Does start to creep out of the arc, but takes some hits there. Very well suppressed. Volkswagens are advancing, trying to flank the 50 cal.
They're hitting our flank!
We're losing a capture point.
Rifle Squad does get pulled off the VP. Major trying to decapture the VP. 50 cal gets overran.
A capture point is being overrun.
SWS half track on the field, of course. Got ambulance back here. Rifle Squad advancing, get some damage on the Volkswagen or Sturm Pioneer.
Our supply line just got cut off.
Incendiary grenade being thrown. Rifle Squads, I think, should actually advance rather than fall back, taking a bit of free damage there. Like setting on up, firing off a shot. Range a little bit short. Of course, there's also MG there, so advancing forward would be a bad idea. Bars now being deployed in the field.
Let's get her going! Zeroed in here!
The enemy is overrunning one
The
of our
Russian squad
capture
has fallen
points.
back. Rifle Lieutenant does get suppressed there by the MG34. The cal as well. Bar squad engaged in the veteran C4 Volksgrenadiers. Looks like the Volkswagens is trying to hit that MG, and the Volkswagens get forced them back. Like running a little bit short, but sounds like a barrage. Sheer Panzer has been spotted, does fall back there. US players are going for both a mortar and a Sherman tank. Mortar's an interesting option. Not a big fan of the US mortar. Is there a doctrinal asset he could go for instead? Not really. I think he just wants a mobile smoke asset. Maybe on just a barrage down the MG. So that's definitely going to be a planned mortar. And then sort of auto attack mortar. Oberstei on the build queue. And the OKW player is getting pretty close to get a Panzer IV. Needs over a minute's worth of fuel to get out the Panzer IV, and has a triple capture in his favor. Stun grenade hits the lieutenant. And all these other US units push way forward. He's going to get overrun here. Explosive rounds hitting. Falls back there with all his units. No Panzerfaust firing. We'll need to make it worth anything. We also got the Major in the center. Oberstei will easily displace them. Mortar gets an excellent hit there on the Oberstei. And we've got the Sherman Tank 34 trying to get some hits there on that Volksgrenadiers. Guys, a Panzerfaust there. Ooh, got a full squad wipe there. Looks like they stacked up pretty well and got, of course, high explosive round. Right squad straight forward. Like getting some hits on in. Getting some good splash hit damage on in. These guys are pretty wounded, so gotta keep distance. We've got now the mortar engaging the MG34. Good hit there from the Sherman tank and wipes it out as well. Good light hit there. Here's the squad needs to fall back as well. Drone Pioneer is advancing. Does save the Mitchell's point from being decaptured. Our squad maybe trying to grab the MG34. There's a sheer transporter's radius. And now got an OKW Pants 4 on the build queue as well. My apologies here, my drink open up. Great US mortar hit there on the Volks.
Capture point is being overrun.
Yes, but it's still not selected doctrine. One thing could be useful is the Urban Assault Company's Sherman Calliope Sherman Bulldozer. Good Volks, another explosive hit there on the Sherman Pioneers. Possible wipe here, does roll and miss there, so less likely for a wipe. OKW Panzer 4 is almost deployed in the field. Which heat rounds maybe will double tap this Panzer or Sherman tank. The Sherman Pioneer does escape on out of there, and the Sherman tank needs to start falling on back, get repaired on up. Got these forces advancing.
Sherman dozers have reached the front line.
M10 now on the field, or on the build queue, so he has selected the armor company. Volksgrenadiers to fall back there. Got a good number right from the null of this sort. Sherman tank receives a pin there from the Panzer 4. One heat round maybe will take it out. He has not utilized heat rounds. Sends them miss there, and the high speed rounds won't do much for this open in the Panzer 4 either way. He's sending units straight into the sheer Panzer 4. It's not good. Arm piercing round rolls and miss there once again. And the Panzer 4 rolls a miss as well. Panzer Commander is almost complete. Got perhaps anti-tank rifle grenade here, but you need to, of course. Hits the mortar. And these are squads have to be very careful because otherwise we just retreat into the treads of the Sherman tank, or the Panzer 4. One pen and the Sherman tank Sun 4 was trying to get distracted by the ambulance, and now the Giant Blitzkrieg got the M10. Rolls a miss there. We got the overdrive, or what it's called, flanking speed. Gets the pen there and knocks out the Panzer 4.
We lost a gun crew.
Major does fall back. We got the defeat the Cal here. So, a pretty useful M10, at least. So both sides lost their medium tank. A bit more of a loss for the OKW player. Of course, the M10 is a little bit dead weight now. Granted, the M10 has a reputation of just crushing everything.
A capture point is under attack.
Taking fire! Point captured! God damn it! Someone get us out here!
Rifle Squad, Lieutenant, and Rifle Squad advancing.
Enemy contact! Where are they coming from?
Mortar does roll a miss there. Volksgrenadiers behind some good heavy cover. And Lag is sitting on up. A barrage right here could be quite nice. Even just auto attacks. The first auto attack I think is going to be pretty good. No, it's completely horrible. Oberstei's trying to get a bundle grenade off over the hedges. Do have a MG34 suppressing him. Capture MG34. And this Volkswagens do take a bit of damage there for a stray mortar shot. Storm Pioneer is trying to decap that point. That is a different Storm Pioneer. The OKW player is lacking quite a bit of assets. Probably needs to get another Panzer IV. Good hit there on the Oberstei there by the mortar as well. That mortar's being far more effective than it normally is.
Squad is back to full strength. Back to full strength.
That does it. Now get
And the Volkswagens do fall back there. The OKW player, of course, can go for either Jagdpanzer or Panzer IV. But like I said beforehand, it is, of course, just an M10, so probably just best to go for the Panzer IV.
Stick with me and you might just
Though, could be an argument for a Sturmtiger? Not necessarily a great argument, though.
someone get us out of
We
here.
got now the Rock Squad falling on back. Our Volkswagen is heading to the center. We do have up north the Rock Squad behind some light cover in front of it. Volkswagen is behind some light cover. Does get suppressed there.
Trying to outflank him. God damn it! Someone get us out of here.
The capture point is being overrun.
Pioneers prick forward. M10 now advancing. Prioritize fire turned on. I think he's trying to go for a crush. Nobles doesn't immediately retreat back. He knew the crush was going to happen. Took a pot shot against Oberstei. You've also got the Siege Barrage now available for the US player. Another Oberstei on the build queue. Japan's board is firing away, gets bounced to the M10. M10 does get a pen there. Siege Barrage has been summoned. M10 could actually turn off prioritized fire to get some shots while moving. First round. Oh!
300 points on their line.
That Oberstei, if it would have come out a second later, would have been wiped. This one got nailed pretty hard there. Next round.
German bulldozer ready.
Oh, really wants to kill that Oberstei. 3 more rounds, right? Oh, got the Vtube. The scatter is quite wide, but always feels like it doesn't go wide. Something that wiped out looks like the MG34. One last round, right? Maybe there's still one more of this. Drained a bit wide. I hear one more round.
A capture point is
Bulldozer
under
deployed in the
attack.
field. Volkswagen is falling back. Mortar nailing the Japan's quarters, which nails the Sturm Pioneers. OKW Panther on the build queue. He's lacking manpower, so he is lacking capability of reinforcing anything this moment, which is a very big problem. Right now, the VPs are in favor of the US player by a small margin, 373 versus 345. Double capture in favor of the US player, soon to be triple capture. And the 105, it's a good hit there on the sheer Panzer quarters. And the 105 is now hitting the Vtube. Mortar removes the sheer Panzer quarters. Bulldozer removes the Vtube. Does get a hit. Going for a Panzer foul, so I thought he was going to pick up the Vtube. Maybe going for nothing. Takes up the Vtube there and gets suppressed. Looks like the OKW. This just screams to me the OKW player is made back to the game.
Capture complete.
crowd infantry. KIA.
Yep, he's out of the game.
They got a 0.
Fast forward, and the OKW player has dropped from the game. This is Aaron Grade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.